Well, we know Angel Reese has definitely been in the headlines, man, after erupting in a press conference, pretty much swearing at reporters. And I'm here to tell you today is another day of the Angel Reese drama because she has simply smacked the clipboard out of an assistant coach's hands. Yes, now all of this went down during the Washington missed this game. This happened
on July 8th, 2025. In front of a national audience, Chicago Sky star Angel Reese made headlines for all the wrong reasons. With just 29 seconds left in a nail-biting game against the Washington Mystics, Reese stormed off the floor and slapped a clipboard out of her assistant coach's hands. The moment went viral instantly, igniting a firestorm of debate. Was this passion or pure disrespect? And then, rookie head coach Tyler Marsh stepped to the microphone and delivered the press conference that could define his career.
The referees blew every whistle. Like, I'm not joking. There was one play where Angel Reese dribbled backward. She backed into Aaliyah Edwards and tripped over her own feet and got free throws. The free throws that led to this happening were unbelievably soft. That led to Angel Reese breaking a coach's clipboard, walking over and slapping a coach's clipboard. And by the way, if this was Caitlin Clark, you just know it.
The game itself was brutal. The Sky fell 81-79 in the final seconds. Reese put up monster numbers, 22 points and 15 rebounds, but it wasn't the stat sheet people were talking about. It was the moment the huddle turned into a spectacle. With her team desperate for discipline, Reese lashed out instead. The clipboard slap became the symbol of chaos inside Chicago's locker room.
People are picking up on is when she is walking over to the bench and she slaps the clipboard out of her coach's hand. And you guys, my honest reaction to this when I first saw it, I was just laughing. It's kind of like the reaction that you're seeing from me right here. I wouldn't look into this too hard. I know it's already become controversial because they're like, oh, if another player did this, there would be...
The fallout was immediate. Some fans defended Reese, calling her emotional, passionate, and competitive. Others blasted her as toxic, selfish, and immature. The split was sharp. Was this leadership or a rookie tantrum disguised as intensity?
Are you okay, Barbie? The emotional decline continues for Angel Reese. The temper tantrums, the complete loss of emotional control continues for the Bayou Barbie, as well as the Chi-Town Barbie and Double Barbie, and whatever other alias that Angel Reese has decided.
And then came the press conference. Tyler Marsh, the first-year head coach, didn't dodge the question. He didn't spin the narrative. For the first time, he addressed Angel Reese's behavior head-on.
Wow. All right. It was wild. I mean, tempers were flying. This was an all-out rivalry, man. All right? I mean, even Angel Reese was pissed at this moment. Look at it. Pissed. All right? Pissed. This was close to the end of the game. 29 seconds left. Game tied. Game on the line. And I think she was called.
Of course, Angel Reese wasn't silent. After the game, she doubled down, showing no regret. To her, the meltdown was a byproduct of passion, a competitor's fire. But critics argue it was a glimpse into a deeper issue, emotional control.
Willing to do whatever dirty work is necessary. Did you see that today? Did you see a performance that in terms of the timeliness and the types of plays that she made and went beyond the stat sheet?
Yeah, I think that's who Angel is in the best way. I think that that's what her skill set allows her to be. That we shouldn't just look at her as a rebounder or just as a scorer. There's so many different things that she can do on a court that helps a team win. And even though shots weren't falling for her tonight, she had 5 assists. She had huge rebounds down the stretch. And that's the kind of versatility that we see in her. And she's.
This is about more than one game. Angel Reese is on the cover of NBA 2K26, a role meant to symbolize excellence and leadership. But moments like this challenge that image. Can she truly carry the mantle of franchise cornerstone when her emotions overshadow her dominance?
Angel Reese, the most toxic player in all of basketball, is out here slapping clipboards out of her coaching staff's hand because she's so mad her team committed a foul in the crunch after she shot 15 free throws this game. This is the lowest of the low disrespect that you can show to your coaching staff. She's trying to get y'all locked in, worried about the next play, and you so toxic with your terrible, awful attitude that you slap.
For Coach Tyler Marsh, the challenge is even greater. He was hired to instill discipline, accountability, and trust. But how do you enforce those values when your star player publicly undermines you? If Marsh cracks down, he risks alienating the face of his franchise. If he stays silent, he risks losing his locker room. It's the ultimate rookie coach dilemma.
22 points, 15 rebounds. There were some questionable calls from the referees on both ends of the floor during this game against the Washington Mystics, and they ended up losing by 2 points at the end of the game. And so she's a competitor. Love or hate Angel Reese, she's a competitor. She's a fierce competitor. And I feel like this was just a moment where her frustrations got the best of her. Hopefully, later on, I'm sure she'll probably see this on social media and she'll go up to her coach and be like, my bad, coach. That was not cool of me. I shouldn't have slapped
the clipboard slap may go down as the defining moment of the Sky's season. Will Tyler Marsh take control and set the tone for his coaching era? Or will Angel Reese's star power shield her from accountability? With playoff hopes hanging in the balance, the answer could determine the fate of Chicago's season and the reputation of one of the WNBA's most polarizing stars.
Why do you guys hate Angel Reese so much? The Angel Reese hate is so forced. This is why we hate the Brick Lane Slough. She has a terrible attitude, awful, toxic. This is why she has no
passion or toxicity, leadership or immaturity. One thing is certain: the drama surrounding Angel Reese isn't slowing down. And for Tyler Marsh, his bold words may have just set the stage for the toughest season of his career.
Angel Reese said that she was done being polite. She was done being humble. I'm done being silent. The Bayou Barbie is mad, mad, mad. And Barbie is about to start clapping back at the haters. To her credit, Angel Reese said what she meant and meant.
July 8th, 2025. With the Chicago Sky locked in a nail-biting battle against the Washington Mystics, the moment that would define the team's season had nothing to do with the scoreboard. With just 29 seconds left, Angel Reese stormed off the court and slapped a clipboard straight out of her coach's hands on national television. The video went viral instantly. And then, just hours later, rookie head coach Tyler Marsh finally stepped to the microphone and delivered a press conference so explosive, fans say it might change the future of the Chicago Sky and maybe even the WNBA itself.
This woman trying to show you a play, and you just gonna slap the clipboard out of her hand like that on national TV. What a role model. Please stop embarrassing her.
The Chicago Sky lost by just 2 points, 81-79. Reese had a monster game, 22 points, 15 rebounds. But none of that mattered. Cameras caught the shocking moment when she stormed into the team huddle and slapped the clipboard from assistant coach Anna Crosby's hands. Instead of focusing on the play, the huddle collapsed into chaos. Within minutes, the clip was everywhere. Was this a competitor showing raw emotion? Or a young star completely out of control?
Chicago Sky team, they are not doing well this season. I think that is evident. It doesn't look like they are going to make playoffs. And this was just a moment of frustration at the end of the game. It is funny though when you play the clip over and over. This was a warranted crash out.
Social media erupted. Some fans defended Reese, praising her as fiery and passionate. But others condemned her, labeling her the most toxic player in the league. Even veteran players weighed in, saying this wasn't leadership, this was immaturity. And then came the inevitable comparisons. If Caitlin Clark had done this, would the media have stayed silent? And then Tyler Marsh spoke. A rookie head coach, only months into the job, was suddenly staring down the biggest challenge of his young career. The question, would he protect his star or finally put her in her place? Angel Reese, never one to stay silent, fired back. In her own post-game remarks, she brushed off the incident, framing it as raw emotion in the heat of competition. But critics weren't buying it. To them, it was another chapter in a long-running story, the Bayou Barbie letting her temper overshadow her talent. This controversy isn't just about one game. Reese is the face of NBA 2K26, a symbol of leadership and greatness. She's signed massive endorsement deals, shaping herself as the cultural voice of a new WNBA era. But what happens when that image collides with public meltdowns? Can she truly lead a franchise, or will her legacy be defined by outbursts, not championships? For Marsh, the situation is even more dangerous. He was hired last November to rebuild the Sky with culture, discipline, and accountability. But can a rookie coach truly reign in the most polarizing star in women's basketball? If he comes down too hard, he risks losing the player keeping his franchise relevant. If he lets it slide, he risks losing the locker room. One wrong move, and his rookie coaching year could collapse. The Chicago Sky sit at 6-13, spiraling in the Eastern Conference. Playoff hopes slipping. Locker room tension rising. This isn't just a team storyline anymore, it's a league storyline. Because if Tyler Marsh wins this battle, he could reset the balance of power between coaches and stars across the WNBA. But if Angel Reese wins, it could mark the beginning of a player-driven era unlike anything the league has ever seen. Passion or immaturity, accountability or control. This is no longer just about Angel Reese. And it's not just about Tyler Marsh. It's about what kind of culture the WNBA will embrace. A culture where stars write their own rules, or where respect for the game comes first. One press conference, one slap, and one franchise caught in the crossfire.